In Shetland's North Mainland, I've come to visit a business that's right at the heart of its local community. Maree Hay is the Managing Director of Polycrub, a small business that's grown into an international success story.
So this is it?
This is it.
Do you know what it looks like? It looks like the glass houses at Kew Gardens. You should open to the public.
We do actually. We have crub crawls.
Oh, that's genius. Oh, okay, can you book me on the next one? A crab crawl, I'm there. It's like the Garden of Eden in here.
It is. It's amazing what you can grow in Shetland.
This is cherries, isn't it? And tomatoes galore and beautiful herbs and raspberries behind you. And
Got lemon and lime and apples and nectarines, pears.
it's absolutely amazing. So, polycrub, as opposed to polytunnel.
Yeah.
I mean, the difference is obviously it looks much more robust than a polytunnel, but kind of talk me through the idea of what a polycrub is.
Folk always say, well, why is it called a polycrub? So the reason is that in Shetland, folk used to grow like kelp plants and things in a planticrub.
Yes, yeah, the stone circles that you sometimes see,
to shelter the pre-kill plants. And we thought, well, we've got a 21st century version made of polycarbonate, so this is the polycrub. The whole life of the polycrub began as a community project.
So in fact what you were doing was kind of creating a community allotment, but it had to be undercover because the Shetland weather is not conducive to a very long growing season.
That's right. Folk was wanting to grow something a bit more exotic as tatties and leeks, so you need it to be undercover. We took the pike for the aquaculture industry and we found the polycarbonate. We thought that would be a really robust cover. Because if you feel this hoop today, then it's really warm.
Yeah.
So it's a bit like a pretty radiator when I rust or rot or anything.
Of course.
And cover it in the thick polycarbonate, and you've got a building that engineers tell us will withstand wind speeds of 120 mile an hour.
Even a worse Shetland winter doesn't throw that at you very often.
I mean, the community ones have had some pretty severe weather chucked at them in the past 18 years, and they're still here. The comment that we get most when folk buy a polycrub is, the polycrub, my happy place.
Can we go and have a look around? Yes. I feel like David Bellamy. Do you remember him?
I do, yeah. Who knew that you could ever
Oh my goodness,
grow
look at those
a
beautiful
lime in
things.
Shetland? Yeah. Yes,
Wow.
they do really well.
It's amazing. What are those?
They're nectarines.
You're not serious.
Yeah.
Look at that one.
That one, yeah.
Wow.
I'll be entering that one in the Vaux show, hopefully.
How many nectarines go into the Vaux show? That's what I want to know. Did it get very competitive? Who could grow the most extraordinary thing?
Well, it does, but folk share. They share seeds, they share produce, they share knowledge, information. So we've got people are buying polycrubs throughout the UK, and then if a lot of them come from the same area, then they're getting together and meeting up. So it's creating communities all over, and it's not just the growing, it's like people getting together, it's socialising, it's having something to take care of. A polycrub is so much more than somewhere to grow a carrot.
Oh, wow. So this is Polycrub HQ, is it?
This is it. A lot different for the car park that we used to work in.
So you didn't have any covered space before?
This is the polycrub kits here, and they were all built out in a car park to begin with.
So it is literally a sort of flat pack kit?
That's right, yep. Anybody with building experience can build the polycrub.
Yeah. So essentially you've provided, again, a very sort of neat and simple solution.
Yes, people are so delighted that they don't have to lie awake at night wondering if their polytunnel is going to blow away because a polycrub won't blow away.
And so where are these two off to?
So these two are going out in Shetland, and we now have distribution hubs in Inverness, in Lewis in the Western Isles, and in Cheshire.
I mean, did you ever imagine coming up with an idea for the community to be able to grow some vegetables would turn into a national business selling internationally?
We could see that there was a bigger UK market, and they've gone as far as the Falklands, Greenland, France, Switzerland, Belgium.
It's
all over the world.
amazing. So has it made you a millionaire?
Well, it's done wonders for the community because we're a social enterprise.
Right.
So all the profit for the Polycrub company goes back into the Northmavine community via the Northmavine Community Development Company.
Wow.
So all that profits are going back into the community to be used here. And then because we're all working here, then you're using the local shop, the local garage.
So it's basically become a business that was providing something for the community. It's now become really the heart of the community.
Having a thriving business in a small community like this brings valuable employment opportunities for people like Carly Sutherland, who's been with Polycrub for the last 5 years.
So Carly, are you a Shetlander through and through?
Yeah, I've lived here my whole life.
And it's possible for people to stay in the communities that they've grown up rather than having to go to Lerwick or to the bigger cities.
Yeah, I worked at Sulanvo Terminal and then moved over to Polycrub, and I've been here now for about 5 years, I think, and it's perfect because it is just so close.
So where do you live from here? How far do you have to travel?
10-minute drive?
And do you ever get stuck in traffic jams?
Never.
I think that's the thing that I find so wonderful about Shetland, is that it has this sort of strange mixture of feeling very rural, never a traffic jam, but also there is this real sense of people living here, of proper community. Is that just me being over-romantic?
No, I think you're right. Definitely, that's what I love about here as well, is everybody's so friendly.
And as far as work is concerned, it's an extraordinary business model, isn't it? I just love the idea that it is a business set up originally to answer a community need and now continues to support the community.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love Polycrub. I'm actually getting one myself soon, so I'm really excited.
I hope you get staff discount.
I hope so.
So what are you going to grow in your Polycrub?
In one side of it, I'm going to have all my little boy's arts and crafts, and he likes messy play.
Ah, so it's going to be a sort of playroom.
Well, in one part, probably grow some mint for some mojitos.
Good girl, I'll be round. I mean, I think that is the amazing thing about Polycrubs, is essentially you're creating like a completely different ecosystem from the world outside.
Yeah.
The possibilities are endless, it seems to me.
And to get to work with him, I love it.
Can you imagine ever working or living anywhere else?
I don't think so, no. No, I like it here, and I like the safety for the kids as well. You can kind of give them a bit more independence here, so it's a lovely place for that.
Polycrub is a remarkable business born out of a community need and thriving on the inventiveness, ingenuity and hard work of a committed and dedicated team. It's been an absolute inspiration to visit.